Hi, this is Natalie Rydstrom and you're watching SBR Picks. Trabzonspor host Napoli on Thursday for their Europa League fixture. Napoli are joint favourites to win with Roma, but we still have a far way to go before we reach the finals. As they say, anything can happen in football. SBR contributor and sports writer Kevin Stott joins us now to run through the match. Now, we've got two teams from different leagues. What are you predicting to see here?
I think this is a classic mismatch of countries, conferences, leagues. Turkey and Serie A. Serie A might not be the best, but they're probably fifth or fourth best in the world. There's a big chasm between the top three and probably Serie A, but they still spend a lot of money. They still have a lot of talent. So I think this is a talent mismatch, Natalie. I think the most important thing about this game, even though it's in Turkey, Trabzonspor has some serious problems. They have Kevin Stott and Kichi, two midfielders, are suspended, so they're not going to play at all. A defender, Belcom, Jose Bosengua, the old Chelsea guy, striker Waris, they're all likely to miss the game. So there's five guys that are very decent that are not going to play, even though it's at home. And then striker Oscar Cardozo is hobbled; he's going to go in injured. And then the midfielder Erdogan is injured. So they're two good guys that aren't going to play. They have three guys that are probably not going to play and two that are hobbled. So and then they're going up against Napoli with Higuain, Callejon, Zapata, Hamzik, Gabardini, plenty of guys who can score and who have actually played some decent defense. And as you mentioned, they're one of the top two favorites in the Europa League. So it's a conference country mismatch in my eyes, Natalie.
Mm-hmm. Well, Trabzonspor are not to be underestimated. Obviously, on their home turf, they've got a great sort of fan base there. But they are the underdogs in this match. They're priced 3.9. The draw's 3.5, and Napoli are favourites to win, priced 2.05. Now, would you play the straight Napoli win, or would you sort of do the draw no bet option?
That's an excellent question. I think in this particular game, that's just a great question. I would actually go for the straight up win because of the injuries and the suspensions. You make a great point too. The crowd is going to be rabid. They know all their players are hurt. They know some of the best guys are out. But how many times do they get to play Napoli? This is the biggest game in the tournament for them. The crowd is going to be raucous. But the problem is personnel. They have personnel issues. So I think that laying Napoli, you could probably lay a goal in this game, Asian handicap even. But Napoli minus $1.87 is my best look at this game.
And looking at Trabzonspor's last 5 matches played, they have scored in 4 of those, but they managed to score a respectable 8 goals in the group stage. Are you ruling them out of scoring here? Both teams to score bets priced 1.73. Napoli to win to nils priced 3.6. Which way do you lean on either of those?
No, I'm not going to count them out from being able to score at home, but it's just the reality of having all these guys out. And you have to remember, too, and the statistics that you were giving me, that's against lesser competition. We talked about it last week in the primer on the Europa League. A lot of the smaller countries they're beating to get to this point now, and Napoli is a decent goalkeeper, so they're going to be up against it. But, yeah, they're going to be preoccupied with not letting Napoli score to get that whole road goal thing, knowing they have to play a week later in Italy. So they're going to be, where do they throw their energy? Their problem comes once again with who they have out there, who their manager has to work with. He's just hamstrung here. I mean, he's going to have the crowd, he's going to have the environment, he's going to have the momentum from everything that's happened up to this point, but he's just without too many good guys. And up against Napoli, I could see if it was someone maybe on their level, but like in the world rankings, I'm sure that there's at least 100 places or maybe 70 places between the rankings between Napoli and Trabzonspor. So I think it's just a matter of personnel here. I just think they're too hamstrung. If they had all these guys, it would be very interesting, and the line would probably be 20 cents different. But and I might even go for an upset at that point because I'm not that high on Napoli. But yeah, with all the injuries and the suspensions, Natalie, it's just too much to ask for them to. They're going to need a break, a miracle, a bad call. They're going to need to score first. But I don't even see them scoring on Thursday.
Okay, so just a recap here, Kevin. What is your top tip for betting this match?
Just Napoli straight up, minus $1.87 on the freeway line. And then, as I said, if you want to lay a goal on the Asian market, plus $1.85 at Bet365. So if they do win 1-0, like I said, you get your money back. If they do win 2-0 or they win by more than one, you get a nice almost 2-to-1 payback. So Napoli to win is the call on this one.
Okay, wonderful. Kevin Stott, thank you for joining us today.
You're very welcome. Thanks, Natalie.